Tonight, gunmen kill 2, injure many, and abduct 1 in Alumilaya area, Kwara State. World Bank predicts Nigeria's debt rising to $2.15 billion. On special assignment, correspondent takes a look at online loan platform and its challenges. Plus, updates from the world of entertainment and sports. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Good evening and welcome. I am Kendi Omolosho. A group of gunmen invaded a hotel named 16R at Alumilaya area of Gomo, Ilorin, and shot indiscriminately, killing the owner of the hotel, one Kayode Akinyemi, while his manager, Emmanuel Olushola Ojo, was seriously injured and presently receiving treatment at the General Hospital, Ilorin. A statement by the police public relations officer, Ajayi Okasami, indicates that one of the friends of the owner of the hotel, who was with him on the day of incident, was abducted. The command tactical team, in conjunction with vigilante and hunters, have since been mobilized to the scene to comb the surrounding bushes for possible rescue of the victim and arrest of the hoodlums, while the corpse of the victim has been deposited at the General Hospital mortuary for autopsy. The Commissioner of Police, Kwara State, Tuesday, Asayomo, has declared a total lockdown of the area and a result-oriented manhunt for the perpetrators of the heinous act, adding that stringent security action is already placed to checkmate the activities of the criminal elements in the state. Undisbursed loan may drive Nigeria's debt to the World Bank from 12.7 billion to 21.15 billion. A statement by the Federal Ministry of Finance indicates that the yet-to-be disbursed loans can increase Nigeria's debt to the ending institution by 66.27%. The audited financial statement of the World Bank for the fiscal year 2022 showed that the bank was yet to disburse about $8.12 billion to Nigeria as at June 30, 2022. A breakdown further shows that the undisbursed loan included $7.60 billion from the International Development Association, IDA, and $514 million from the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. These undisbursed loans encompass loan approved but not signed, as well as the signed loan commitments. Explaining the reason for the yet to be disbursed loans, particularly the signed loan commitments, the World Bank said these loans are not effective and disbursement do not start until the borrowers and guarantors take certain actions to furnish documents. The issue of assessing individuals' mobile contact number, third-party involvement, and regulation are serious ongoing debates among residents in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, about the way and manner social media loan platforms deploy their marketing strategy. Abduai Bibiwe in this report finds out how the online loan givers access individual contacts and the challenges associated with patronizing them.
These days, there are many scammers. Once that such message enter, I will delete it.
The only disadvantage I heard about it is from an unknown number. They will say that somebody is a fraud, something. Perhaps that person must have borrowed same money.
I have not been into it, I have not done it, so I'm not so much interested in it.
Those are the reactions of a cross-section of residents in Ilorin, the state capital, affirming the frequent messages they received on their mobile phones, offers from different online platforms on their readiness to give out quick loans. Inscriptions such as no collateral, flexibility are some of the marketing strategy used by the online loan givers to woo customer. But how did they get the contacts of the people despite not having financial obligations with them?
From those contacts that you are able to get from you, that's why they are able to send text to those people that have never met, that you can borrow from here, you can borrow from here, so that they have access to the pool of data from other people's phones that have always been their customers.
This development, according to the people, calls for serious government legislation.
I think government can regulate by giving them regulation such that such third party who don't know anything, if anybody wants to stand as guarantor, you must first get across to the person, get their contact, confirm that such person is aware of the loan you want to give out before you now give out the money.
Well, by making availability in the bank for people that want to borrow loan to get loan at an interest that will be okay for them.
Although collecting loan is not a bad idea, most especially for a genuine purposes, experts are of the view that people should be cautious in patronizing them. Abdul Wahid Bibire, NTA News.
Lack of storage facilities, insufficient rainfall, insecurity, and scarcity of fertilizer have been attributed to the skyrocketing price and scarcity of seasonal food and fruits. Mohammed Hassan in this report takes a look at how to achieve stable prices of commodities and the availability of.
The high cost of seasonal food and fruits like orange, watermelon, garden egg, pineapple, plantain, yam and other seasonal farm produce have been attributed majorly to insecurity and insufficient rainfall, which have been preventing farming activities as well as lack of price control and perfect markets. From my interaction with some fruits and yam sellers at Ipata market, it was observed that high cost of inorganic fertilizers and diesel has also contributed to the hike in price of seasonal food and fruits. For instance, a bag of orange that was sold at 9,000 naira last year is now 17,000 naira, while 6 pieces of yam sold for 1,000 naira before is now 2,500 naira.
Last year we used to sell this one like 300, 150. Yes. This one 50 naira. Now this one is 400. Very tiny, 400.
When you go to farm, bandits will appear in your farm, they will pick you away, they will demand on the money that you doesn't have. And then again, even when they didn't put an effort, the cost of fertilizer is very high.
What we bought 8,000 last year is now 15,000. When we get there to buy yam, they complain of high cost of transportation.
An agriculturist, Mukaila Salaudin, highlights the causes of high cost of seasonal foods and fruits.
This type of rain is affecting, for example, it's affecting maize production, because those who planted earlier, I'm sure you will be seeing some of the maize now, the way they are behaving. So they're supposed to have a supply of water, but they don't have it, and some of them will not do well. But the one that is planted against the dry season, it has not affected it.
In order to bring down the high cost of seasonal food and fruits, the general consensus of these respondents is for government to tackle insecurity, which they identify as one of the major factors for the scarcity. Mohammed Hassan, NTA News.
News Tonight, we go on a break to be back with more reports. Stay tuned.
He's a very tough guy who knocks out every opponent, but now he's been knocked down by malaria.
Amatem Soft Gel.
Amatem Soft Gel makes treating malaria easy. Amatem Soft Gel is a game changer.
Oh! The opponent is down! Amatem Soft Gel. I go to combat malaria for body.
Available for adults and children. Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
Welcome back. And moving on to entertainment news. Adeshola Umidina, son of veteran actor Babasue, has celebrated his dad's posthumous birthday with a lovely message. Kautal Raji has details of this and more from the entertainment scene.
9 months after veteran Yoruba actor Babasue passed on, his son Adeshola Umidina took to his Instagram page with a lengthy post to mark his dad's posthumous birthday today, August 22. Adeshola wrote about how his dad didn't give him and his siblings luxuries, but he gave them love and they are proud of him. Meanwhile, Nollywood actors and actresses stormed the candlelight and night of tribute in honor of the late Adame. Nollywood stars, especially the cast and crew of the popular television series The Johnsons, stormed the event to pay their respect to the late actress who was a major part of the series. In another development, popular skit maker Isbeyu celebrated his dad and Yoruba actor Sake on his birthday in a grand style. He took to his social media page to share a video from the celebration as he presented his dad 1 million naira cash as a birthday gift. Fans and followers flooded his comment section with birthday wishes and prayers for his dad. Kautal Raji, NTA News.
And now sports. Sports analysts have urged the Nigerian athletes who lost their duels against their respective opponents to return to the drawing board and prepare ahead for their next major competitions. Hamad Fulani reports.
It was a black Sunday for the Nigerian sports sector following the poor outing of the country's three representatives in different sporting events, leading to their defeat. Former WBO, IBF, and WBA champions Anthony Joshua lost his rematch against Alexander Usyk early Sunday morning. Kamaru Usman lost his UFC match against his opponent, while the Falconets were defeated by the Netherlands female under-20 team to end their impressive performance at the group stage. Sports analysts believe the poor outings were as a result of overconfidence and wastefulness in the final third on the part of the Falconets.
I expect him to have run up the entire match in round 7. Knockouts. That's the key thing. To now wait for a split decision, it's not a thing that really surprised me.
We had time where we all wake up to the news of Anthony Joshua winning his titles, Kamaru Usman winning, Adesanya too winning, and our Falcons winning their group matches till they lost out to the Netherlands by 2-0 yesterday. So as a nation, we should take it with a sign of good faith, and for them individually, they should go back to the drawing board to look at where they've made mistakes and build up on that.
They advised them to return to the drawing board to improve their performances in future.
Strategize and see where you'll be able to overcome the champion now. Because whether we like it or not, the guy is the person to beat. And with the point of it is that he has to go and queue again.
Recently, some Nigerian athletes made the country proud by winning medals in the just concluded World Athletics Championship in Oregon and Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Ahmed Fulani, NTA News.
Nigeria's Falconets have crashed out of the Under-20 Women's World Cup after a 2-0 loss to the Netherlands on Sunday. Mohamed Hassan has more on sports updates.
The defeat was an unfortunate one that marked the end of the road for Danjuma's side journey at the Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. The Nigerian side won their 3 group matches, garnering 9 points to top Group C, defeating France 1-0, South Korea 1-0, and Canada 3-1. Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy has named former Super Eagles captain Vincent Enyima as one of the 4 greatest African goalkeepers of all time. Mendy named ex-Senegal goalkeeper Tony Silva, Cameroon duo of Thomas Nkono and Carlos Kameni, and Super Eagles hero Vincent Enyima as the best 4 shot stoppers Africa has ever produced. Mendy, who won the 2021 AFCON with Senegal in February 2022, says Africa had produced many gifted goalkeepers over time, but none can be compared to Enyima and the 3 others. Napoli manager Luciano Spalletti is relishing the partnership of Victor Osimhen and Giovanni Simon after the latter arrived on loan from Hellas Verona during the transfer window. While Osimhen scored 14 goals and assisted 5 during the 2021-2022 campaign, the Argentina international last season scored 17 goals in 35 Serie A matches and provided 5 assists. Mohamed Hassan, NTA News.
Sports Update concludes our package on News Tonight. Good evening.